So again, I appreciate this and thank all of you, all the fans and everything. This is a great day for me. Thank you.
'16 baseball classic, as his father is from England. The family grew up. Knapp wigwagging behind the plate. There's a check swing, and he went around. Wade struck out on a high slider. So we've got 3 true outcomes here to start the game. A walk, a hit batter, and a strikeout. 2. Murphy, the runner at first base. He's not running, and the pitch is outside. Oh, he got him. Late strike call from Paul Clemens. And you hear the murmurs go up from the fans on the third base side. Lots of black and orange. 6, although his weight has varied wildly. The pitch is a breaking ball grounded right back to Heaney. He stabs it one-handed, underhands to first, and Heaney has gotten out of a jam. That's the first ball put in play. No runs and no hits and 2 left. And after a half inning, the on-deck circle. And the pitch to Carter, it hit him. Breaking ball that didn't break. And Carter is aboard. And slowly walking down the line, hit in the arm. And Matt Lucero, the Rangers head trainer, heading out to talk to Evan Carter. Bruce Bochy starts out of the Ranger dugout as well to make sure his young phenom is okay. And speaking of phenoms, that brings up Wyatt Langford. Langford wearing bright red batting gloves. Killing time here as Carter is attended to at first base. Langford exchanging pleasantries with umpire Paul Clemens and catcher Tom Murphy.
You mentioned Pablo Sandoval's comebacker to Andrew Heaney, the only ball put in play by the Giants in the top of the first. The Rangers have yet to put a ball in play. Kyle Harrison last year, in his short time with the Giants, and spent most of the season at AAA Sacramento. And by the way, Evan Carter coming out here for a pinch runner, so they're going to go take a quick look at that where he got hit. You're going to get true outcomes with native of Puerto Rico, just 24 years of age. The 1-2 pitch, that fastball is in there for a called third strike. Over the inside corner, Ramos checking it out there with Paul Clemens just to make sure he knows exactly where that pitch was called. And Ramos is out on strikes, third strikeout, 5 appearances, 4 of which came out of the bullpen. As he snaps this one over for a called third strike. So he has struck out 4, 3 of them have come on called third strikes. That looked like the slider. 2 down in the inning. Setting away from his chest, another glance back to the runner, and now the pitch. And a swing and a miss. He got him with an elevated fastball, so that's 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings here for Heaney, and he is pretty assuredly done for the afternoon. Giants get the game's first hit, but after 1.5, it remains 0-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network. In the 9-hole and Simeon in the leadoff spot, 2 guys that were teammates at Cal back in 2011 as Simeon rips one up the middle and into center field, a base hit. That moves Smith up to second base, and the Rangers have their first knock of the day on that one, hit right back up the box by Marcus Simeon.
In the league, but finished 4 games under 500 because they couldn't score. The pitch, strike call on the outside corner. Good looking slider, and Adrian Sampson with an impressive 2 innings of work here as he competes for the number 5 spot in the Ranger rotation. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Here's one right here in Blake Taylor. A swing and a soft ground ball wide of third. Diving play by Smith, throws from his knees, and he got him. Very close play. A play that during the regular year would probably get reviewed, I would think. But in any event, he is rung up here, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Blake Taylor. Pretty play by John. Do you wear them? Do you wear them just so you can show your friends? 2-2. There's a swing, and there's a high drive, well hit to right field. Back goes Ramos on the track, veering toward the corner, and he makes the catch. Tagging at first base is Duffy, and he'll move to second as the throw on a hop is very late. So Josh Smith almost put one out of here. It's a 1-2 count. Here comes Bivens. Strike 3 call. The Rangers failed to score in the bottom of the 9th inning. They do not appear to be taking the field for the 10th inning. 10 years with them. So today, a 0-0 tie. Rangers and the Giants will be back with the totals after this on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Every honor matters, right? What do you think of this one, this new one?
Well, I'm
Other than
honored.
never having
I
heard of
am. You know what? I'll be honest. You know, I know. You know, they just started this. He just told me in 2014. For them to be doing this for me, sure. I'm grateful, honored. I guess if you spend a little time in Yuma, you qualify, which I did my first year back in 1983. So I'm a little over 40 years in the Cactus League. It's been a great run here.
A lot of the focus has been on looking ahead, I know, and concentrating on the moment now. But there are going to be some festivities to honor the championship again today. You mingled with the fans a little bit out here too. Just the entire experience from that standpoint. What's it been like for you so far?
It's so cool, and I'm happy for the players, that to get this experience, especially the ones that have not been through this. And I said in the opening meeting, there's still going to be a lot of hoopla and celebration, and enjoy, savor it, because they've earned it. Yeah. At the same time, we have to get ourselves ready. We know that, but still, it's part of the territory and winning a world championship. I said it many times. It's a gift that keeps on giving, and we're seeing it here in spring training. So it's been a lot of fun, to see a lot of our fan base here, and just showing their appreciation for the players, and I know they appreciate it too.
So, Heim is the agent today. He said he won't catch until the 20th, right?
Who?
Heim won't catch before the 20th. Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Garcia won't play the outfield before the 20th?
I don't have a day for him when he'll play the outfield. He's going to start doing some DH in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, he could DH tomorrow or Tuesday?
Yeah. And, we're going to keep him in the squad games.
Oh, so you won't DH him in that A game?
No.
And that's just to be more controlled?
Yeah. Just, slow playing a couple of guys, that's all. Jonah, same with Doley. Just, we'll get plenty of time to get ready here. So he's in great shape. He's doing all the work we want him to do. And I've talked to him and said, listen, we're going to back off here before we get things cranked up for you.
You guys have a handful of veteran relievers like the Shane Greens and Jason Shreves and Camp. I mean, what's the value of having some guys who've been around and been there, done that, just around competing?
Well, I think what you just mentioned, their experience, it's always valuable when you're looking at guys that can help in maybe high leverage situations. Bring their experience here and make you a better bullpen. Not that a young arm can't do it, but these guys have a track record, a resume, and some of them have had great years. And you look at their cards, so I'm looking forward to watching these guys this spring, and it's going to make some tough decisions for us, and that's what we're hoping they do.
Is there anything specifically you want to see from John Gray this spring going into the season? I
just want Johnny to be who we saw at the end and through a big part of the season. He got sidelined there a little bit, but he's so good when he's right. And we've seen it. What a great run he had there for a while, and then of course He wasn't stretched out where we could start him at the end, and we used him in the pen, and he's a difference maker in that bullpen, as we saw. So, no, he looks good. He's throwing the ball well, and is pounding that strike zone. He does that. He's really good.
You've had guys occasionally through the years burst onto the scene. When you look at Evan Carter, what's the key in sustaining that when you come back the next year?
More than anything, just really be yourself, and to add to that, keep trying to get better. We talked about bats against lefties. That's all he needs right now. But to that point, he did ask, well, what's the difference, during the regular season in April versus playing in the postseason? He's a smart kid, and there is a little bit of a difference. You're not quite running on that adrenaline. At the same time, you have to have that ability to get yourself up and play that type of baseball that you played in October, and this kid will. I mean, he's so well grounded and he's so mature. I just think we're going to just see this kid grow and get better and better every year. And in the next few years, there's really nothing he can't do, and I think the power, and you'll see that even grow. He's just starting to put some weight on, and play anywhere in the outfield, hit anywhere in a batting order. We got a good one here.
Outside of maybe Carter and Langford, have any of these young guys made an impression on you early so far?
Well, I love their attitude. I'll start with that. They've all been fine with their approach, how they're working, how they're getting ready for the game. They're out there in the dugout. They're a lot of fun to be around, and they're part of a world championship club, and that's a pretty good feeling. And so these I think these young guys are proud to be around the team, the ones that weren't with us last year, but that were here last spring. There's a sense of pride that comes with this, and I like the way they're carrying themselves.
Anything specific you're working on this spring, or is it just general ramp up?
General ramp up. Just trying to feel good physically, feel good mechanically, and results are great, but just trying to kind of get the feel down.
So is it natural that you try to go 3 or 4 next, or is that too quick in your next outing?
I don't know. I'll talk with Mike and figure out what the kind of the next 5 or 6 days or whatever looks like, and just go from there.
You feel from like a pitch count standpoint, you got what you needed out of this outing and that kind of thing?
Yeah. I don't really know how many I threw. I mean, I got through 2 innings. Obviously went through the whole routine of warming up in the bullpen, and sometimes it sounds silly, but sometimes it just kind of takes it out of you a little bit, just kind of like just sort of getting into the flow. You get a little bit more of an adrenaline with, another team, an umpire, fans, like it's just kind of a little bit different. And so sometimes it takes, a minute to kind of get used to that, or kind of takes you a start or two to kind of get settled into that. So it's just kind of getting all the simple stuff down, just getting out there at the right time to warm up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think it sounds silly, but that's some of the stuff that you don't really think about in the off season.
That's a good question. In those warm-ups, like regular season warm-ups before a game, are you going 100% or are you going 90%? What do you
like where?
On the strain and everything that you're putting on
where, like in the bullpen mound,
Yes.
or like warming up before the inning, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, either one actually.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a gradual build up for me in the bullpen, right? Like just kind of going last 3 or 4, like I'm gonna like let it go, like it would be game speed. And then for me, I've always been a little bit of a it used to be you got 8 pitches. It was kind of like first 4 pretty easy, and then kind of, like I said, like kind of the last 4 kind of build up into game speed. So everybody's a little different, I guess, with the shorter clocks and everything being a bit quicker. Maybe I could kind of get into that routine of game speed a bit faster. That might be something that I kind of think about, but that's pretty much how I do it.
I totally forgot about the clock, honestly, until Nate mentioned it the other day. Have y'all been, like, in your bullpens before the game started using the clock? Or no?
Not in bullpens, but in lives we did, yeah.